Japan's Buddhist monks have a presence that is both timeless and surprisingly modern. Long associated with quiet temple life and deep spiritual devotion, they are also increasingly visible in bustling cities, blending ancient traditions with contemporary roles that reach far beyond their temples. This contrast between the serene, ritual-filled world of traditional monastic life and the dynamic realities of modern Japan forms the fascinating backdrop to their secret lives. The heart of traditional Buddhist life in Japan often centers around temples nestled in tranquil natural settings, quiet mountains, forested valleys, or peaceful village corners. These temples have served for centuries as places of worship, study, and community gatherings. Monks living within them follow rigorous schedules built around chanting sutras, performing ceremonies, meditating, and maintaining the temple grounds. Their days might begin before dawn with morning prayers and end at nightfall with reflective rituals. The architecture itself, with wooden sliding doors, tatami mats, and carefully tended gardens, reflects centuries of cultural heritage. These settings highlight the monks' commitment to spiritual cultivation, mindfulness, and service. Yet, in modern Japan, many monks no longer fit the conventional image of solitary temple dwellers removed from everyday life. Significant social and economic shifts have meant that monastic life adapts to current realities. A growing number of monks live and work in urban environments, where their roles extend beyond traditional religious duties. Rather than remaining cloistered, these monks engage with society in diverse ways, acting as community counselors, educators, and cultural intermediaries. They bring Buddhist perspectives to issues like mental health, ethics, and social change, addressing the challenges faced by contemporary Japanese people. For example, in large cities like Tokyo and Osaka, it's not uncommon to find monks participating in public lectures, leading meditation workshops aimed at office workers, or even creating podcasts and books that make Buddhist teachings accessible to a wider audience. Some monks have taken on part-time roles as counselors, where their deep understanding of human suffering helps people navigate personal crises, stress, and grief. This modern engagement also includes participation in social welfare activities, disaster relief efforts, and environmental sustainability projects, reflecting Buddhism's evolving relevance. The shift towards urban and secular involvement does not mean abandoning tradition. Instead, many monks skillfully balance the demands of contemporary roles with the observance of age-old rituals. Daily chanting, seasonal festivals at the temple, and ongoing study of sacred texts remain central to their identities. Temples themselves have become cultural hubs that welcome visitors for events, mindfulness retreats, and community gatherings, fostering connections between spiritual practice and modern lifestyles. Japan's changing demographics have also influenced monk practices, with fewer young people entering the priesthood and rural temple communities shrinking. Some monks have embraced new vocational paths to sustain their livelihoods and maintain their temples. This pragmatic adaptation often involves integrating traditional Buddhist teachings with modern needs, supporting mental wellness in fast-paced city life, providing funerary services that respect custom while accommodating contemporary preferences, and preserving cultural heritage in a globalizing world. Ultimately, the story of Japan's Buddhist monks today is one of duality and adaptation. Buddhism arrived in Japan around the 6th century and quickly became a defining spiritual force shaping the nation's culture and philosophy. Early Buddhist monks were deeply devoted to ritual practice, meditation, and the study of sacred texts. Their daily routine often involved chanting sutras, engaging in zazen, seated meditation that cultivates mindfulness, and performing intricate ceremonies designed to honor Buddha and guide the community. These practices aim to alleviate suffering by encouraging detachment from worldly desires and developing compassion toward all beings. Through centuries, Buddhist monastic training emphasized discipline, study, and ritual precision, fostering an environment where spiritual attainment was paramount. Monasteries also served as key educational centers, preserving important texts and transmitting knowledge through carefully structured curricula. Despite variations among different Buddhist schools, such as the Zen emphasis on meditation or the Pure Land focus on devotional chanting, the core spiritual principles remain consistent across traditions. However, modern Japan's rapid urbanization and social transformation have reshaped the roles monks play both inside and outside temple walls. Recognized cultural experts note this evolution reflects not only economic realities, but also a broader redefinition of what it means to live a Buddhist life today. According to recent studies conducted by Japanese universities and religious sociologists, monks have increasingly stepped into roles that meet contemporary social needs, particularly in education and mental health support. For instance, monks now teach mindfulness and meditation in public schools and corporate settings, adapting ancient techniques to help people manage stress, focus, and emotional resilience in a fast-paced society. Interviews with leading scholars of Japanese religion confirm that this shift is partly driven by the decreasing number of temple visitors and the aging population of monks, who seek to remain socially relevant while preserving spiritual values. Beyond education, many monks have become accessible figures in mental health outreach. Their training in compassion and contemplation equips them uniquely to offer support in counseling environments where traditional medical approaches might feel insufficient or impersonal. Some Buddhist organizations collaborate with healthcare providers to train monks in pastoral care and crisis intervention, enabling them to assist individuals struggling with anxiety, depression, or grief. A 2021 survey of urban temples found that those offering meditation workshops and counseling services reported increased community engagement and positive feedback from participants. Community projects also illustrate how monks are redefining their contributions. From organizing environmental cleanups to running food distribution programs for the elderly and homeless, monks actively embody Buddhist teachings on compassion and altruism in practical ways. Such initiatives often receive local government and nonprofit support, recognizing the valuable role monks play as community leaders and ethical guides. Cultural experts emphasize that these modern roles do not replace traditional monastic practices, but rather extend them into new social realms. Even as monks engage with the public, their ongoing commitment to ritual life, daily chanting, seasonal ceremonies, and scriptural study provides spiritual grounding that enhances their broader work. This blend of tradition and innovation helps sustain Buddhism's relevance in modern Japan, creating a living bridge between ancient wisdom and contemporary challenges. The expanding roles of Japan's monks inevitably influence their sense of identity, creating a complex blend of traditional devotion and modern engagement. Many monks describe a dual self, one deeply rooted in centuries-old spiritual discipline, and another responsive to the demands of contemporary society. This balancing act can lead to a rich inner life, but also challenges. Maintaining strict monastic routines alongside public-facing duties requires careful time management and mental flexibility. Some monks report that their outreach work deepens their understanding of compassion as a lived experience, not just a doctrinal ideal. By addressing real-world suffering through counseling or social programs, they embody Buddhist teachings in fresh, practical ways. Yet this shift also brings tension. Certain traditionalists worry that increased secular interaction may dilute the sacred focus of monastic life or lead to commercialization of Buddhist practice. Such concerns highlight ongoing debates within religious communities about preserving authenticity while adapting to change. Society's perception of monks is likewise evolving. For many Japanese people, monks once symbolized a distant, ritualistic world, disconnected from daily struggles. Now, as monks become familiar figures in urban neighborhoods, workplaces, and media, the distance shrinks. Their presence as counselors and educators humanizes them, and their practical contributions earn respect beyond the temple gate. However, this new visibility can also create expectations that monks be accessible all the time, or that their spiritual authority be measured by worldly achievements. Navigating this dynamic requires monks to negotiate public roles without losing spiritual credibility. These shifts have broader implications for Japan's religious traditions as they face contemporary challenges. The pressures of demographic change, including fewer new monks and shrinking rural congregations, push Buddhist institutions to rethink sustainability. Simultaneously, the rapid pace of modern life causes many to seek spiritual meaning in new forms, often blending religious and secular practices. Within this context, monks often serve as cultural mediators, interpreting ancient teachings in ways that resonate today. Their ability to bridge past and present may prove critical for Buddhism's continued vitality. At the same time, uncertainties about the future linger. The institutional monastic model, with its emphasis on lifelong commitment and celibacy in some schools, may be difficult to maintain as younger generations weigh their options. Trends toward ordaining married priests or integrating lay practitioners signal shifts that could redefine monasticism itself. In urban settings especially, some monks adopt hybrid lifestyles, combining religious duties with other careers or family life, reflecting a flexible approach to vocation. Despite these complexities, the core ethos of Buddhist monasticism, rooted in compassion, mindfulness, and community service, remains a guiding force. Modern monks embody this ethos in evolving ways, maintaining continuity even amid change. Their dual roles prompt a reconsideration of spirituality's place in a pluralistic, fast-paced society, challenging assumptions about what it means to lead a religious life today. In the end, the secret lives of Japan's monks reveal not only their resilience, but also the adaptability of religious traditions facing the modern world. By weaving together devotion and innovation, these monks offer a powerful example of how ancient spirituality can flourish in unexpected, transformative ways.